Hey, what's up? We're talking domain and range. Hopefully you've looked at the domain video because this video is focused on range. All right, so range. Remember, domain and range, we're trapping the graph. We're creating the boundaries left to right, low to high, so that it can't escape, creating that fenced-in laser beam so that it can't get out, right? So domain was the x values. Range is all the possible y values. So this is that vertical range now that we're looking at. So we look bottom to top, it's the lowest y value to the highest y value. Okay, so when we write our inequality, we have our lowest y value and our inequality y in the middle, sandwiches, right, to our highest y value. So that's how you always want it, lowest to highest, or otherwise you're going to do funky stuff and not mean what you actually mean. Okay, a reminder about your dots. Closed means or equal to, so you have the bar under it. Open means not equal to, so no bar under it. All right, let's see what this is. Here we go. Range, low to high. We're thinking floor to ceiling, right? Low to high. So I look at my graph and I'm seeing what's the lowest. The lowest it goes is right here, which is -1. So that's my low right there. It's a closed dot, so less than or equal, and I put my y because it's range. Okay, and again, just these are my notes, so I add lots of pieces to it so that I know what I was thinking when I did it. So that's my low. Now I'm looking what is the highest, right? So I'm looking where is the highest point on my graph. Here it is right here. We're at +2. It's an open circle, so that means just less than 2, right? So open, that's why there's no equal. And there's my highest point. Okay, that's the highest the graph goes. So again, if we check this, like I'm drawing my laser beams and it should trap it. Woohoo, it did. That's how I know I'm good to go, right? So the meaning of this is that my graph has any y values between -1 and 2, not including 2 because it's not equal to it, right? So not including 2. Okay, so that's what we want. Look, my y could be 1/2, it could be 0, it could be +1/2, 1, 1.5, all the way up until I get to 2, but couldn't be 2, right? So just check it, seeing like, did I laser beam trap it? Trap. All right, low to high, floor to ceiling. All right, so my lowest that it goes is to this point right here. So that's -3. So low is -3. It's a closed dot, so less than or equal. Put the y. And then I go look for the high. So I'm traveling up until I hit, oh, here's my high. All right, so I'm right here. So I'm at 1, 2, 3, 4, positive. So it's open, so not equal to 4, right? Labeling my pieces just so my brain learns, like, wait, how did I get this? Let's check my laser beam. The whole graph should be trapped inside. It is. Woohoo! All right, so any y value between -3 and 4. But not 4. Right? Because not or equal to. So look, I could be -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3. I could be 3.9999999, but not 4. All right, you feeling this? Low to high, range is low to high. That's your y, low to high, right? So I travel on my graph until I hit the lowest point on it. We're right here. This is at -2. Open circle, so less than. Create the y sandwich. And then I travel up my graph till it's the peak. It's right here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's a closed dot, so or equal to 4, right? So meaning, you feeling pro at this? Any y value between -2 and 4, but not -2, right? Not equal to it. It can get all the way really, really close, but it will never get there, right? It could be -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, right? Like all those points are there. But it couldn't be 2 because it never actually gets there. It's not part of it. All right, here we go. Low to high. Range is low to high. So I travel on my graph till I get to the bottom right there. Okay, so we're at -3 is the low. It's a closed dot, so less than or equal to y. And then I travel till I hit the peak. Oh, it's an arrow! Arrows mean goes forever. Okay, so it goes forever, so it's less than infinity because it's going up, and up gets more positive as you go up, so it goes to positive infinity. And remember, with our inequalities here, with our range, if you have infinity on one part, you can drop that, and you just keep the other part. Okay? And so this would be -3 is less than or equal to y. Or I really want you comfortable reading it mirror image, read it from the variable side. So if I read this backwards, it would be y is greater than or equal to -3. Okay, so that's our range, and what it means is all real numbers greater than or equal to -3. Okay, so we have that. Look, I'm at -3, and it's saying greater than goes up, right? Yep, my graph, that's where it exists, anywhere above that. Okay, over and over and over again. Low to high, low to high. Ooh, I have an arrow, it's going down with my y, so that's a -infinity, less than y. Go all the way to the peak of it. I'm up here, it's at 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're at 4. It's a solid line, so it's or equal to 4. Remember, you can drop the infinity part and you can keep the rest of it. So this is the same as saying y is less than or equal to 4. All real numbers less than or equal to 4. Whoops. Okay, same thing, low to high, low to high, low to high. All right, last one. So lowest I go, okay, it's this, it's going slowly more negative. So -infinity forever and ever, arrows mean forever and ever. And if we look at the high, that's going forever too. Hey, this graph just goes forever and ever, which just tells you all real numbers is my range. Okay? That's what domain and range are. Easy way to keep this in mind. D before R, X before Y in the alphabet. So domain goes with X, range goes with Y. All right, hope you're feeling it.